Question some people are asking is, are these mask requirements and ordinances put in place by towns and cities in this state legal? Nick Jones set out today to find out.
The fact that we're saying that the law is not prohibited by the Constitution doesn't mean we're endorsing the ordinance, doesn't mean we're supportive of it. We're not against it, we're not for it. We're just telling you what the law says. That's all it is. We're calling balls and strikes.
The city of Columbia and Greenville became the first two cities in the state to pass ordinances requiring people to wear face masks. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson says his office has determined it's legal.
A city or municipality under home rule, which is a doctrine enshrined in our Constitution and in state laws, is allowed to pass emergency measures like this unless it is preempted or prohibited by state or federal law or state or federal constitution.
With the ordinances being a result of a public health emergency, Wilson says they are legal. It would become illegal if it violates constitutional rights or is arbitrary.
Let's pretend there was no pandemic, there was no COVID-19, that city leaders said, you know what, we just want people to start wearing facial coverings, or we want people to wear a blue shirt on Wednesday. That is arbitrary. That is capricious. You can't just force people to do things or stay places that they don't want to be or stay just because of that. But when it's tied to a riot, a fire, a hurricane, a public health emergency, they have those limited authorities.
Some people have asked if the ordinance violates the constitutional right to carry a gun if you're wearing a mask.
We can find no prohibition on the carrying of a firearm if you are lawfully allowed to do so under the CWP law. Also, you have a Second Amendment right and a state law that allows you to have a CWP, which trumps a city ordinance. So there's no conflict there.
Wilson says if the ordinances become unlawful, his office will look into the matter. In Columbia, Nick Jones, News 19 WLTX.
The Attorney General went on to say they haven't looked it up yet if it would be legal for Governor McMaster to issue a statewide face mask ordinance. The office plans on looking more into it if Governor McMaster does decide to issue that ordinance. Just